Because people are really evil out here, like honestly. A lot of people are like mad, but few are robbing, right? I just don't know how it happened. Like, I promise you, I cannot explain it. You fake baby law, you want to carry me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, you're welcome to the family. My name is Opeyemi Ogunleye, and here I share content based on lifestyle, commentary, vlogs, advice, whatever you want. We've got it all assorted. Just tell us what you want and join our family. Please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell everyone you know to stay subscribed. Every time a new video drops, you would be the first to see it. This video I'm going to be talking about something really traumatic, like it could have gotten worse. As you can see from the video title, I'm going to be sharing the story time of how I almost got kidnapped twice. And yes, I'm just going to be sharing the things I learned about it, safety tips I believe everybody should take note of when you're in the public space, because people are really evil out here, like honestly. So this is how God saved me from getting kidnapped 2 freaking times during the last few months of 2025. So as we all know, like November, December is already like festive season period. There's a lot going on. There are people coming into the country and all of that jazz. Now, I for one, I don't really go out during that time because I don't like how exhausting the traffic is. So this faithfully, I think this happened in November, December. I don't know when exactly, but between this month of last year, I was actually not feeling well. I went to the hospital. On my way back, I booked this ride from the hospital. And I'm somebody that sometimes, a lot of times, I actually don't press my phone away because I'm outside. Everybody is dangerous. You can't trust people on the road. A lot of people are like mad, but few are robbing, right? So, but this time I was like pressing my phone. I was looking down, and then I think I was tracking the location. I was using my Google map because one thing about me and direction, sometimes, actually a lot of times, me and direction, we are not friends. But I know my surroundings and I'm aware of things like that. So I was noticing that I think where it was headed, it wasn't looking bad on the map, but I looked up. So at the point I looked up, I just saw that we're heading towards like this barricade demarcation. I could see like a small van, not too far from it. So now I've never been to that route. I've never even been to that hospital. So that route, I'm not really familiar with it, right? I just noticed that these 2 policemen started to approach as we were driving into this part. Immediately, they stopped him and they were questioning him. Oh, sure, particulars and everything they would search for, right? And I kept quiet. And number one thing I noticed is a lot of drivers, the few ones I've come across, if maybe police is approaching them, you can already be like, oh my god, they're already going to be frustrated by these people. Or maybe he was even maintaining his cool. No problem. I made sure I was quiet. There's a reason why I'm emphasizing on that. Then I was very observant to my surroundings, acting like I'm not really being aware, but I am being aware. I'm not carried away. Number 2, because in Lagos sometimes you just need to chelugodo first, calm down. There was nothing else to check. Then I just know that they stepped back to the back of the car and they didn't see anything. And I had to ask him like, okay, what's going on? What's the problem? Why are we not moving? They've checked. It's not like they said, oh, calm down, or they spotted any issue. And he laughed, like he chuckled. He also had this smirk. And I'm very observant. So I'm like, this is weird. This is strange. Why are you too cool for school like this? Like, this is police wasting your time. You're on a trip. There is no urgency from this guy. I'm like, okay. Then the next thing, this guy, I told him that these police people that have now checked everything, like what could be the issue, right? So when we now move past that point, from nowhere, guys, from nowhere, where these two policemen, so one was on my right hand side, one was on the left hand side, like I could see them from the car. So my mind was already like alerted, like I was already paranoid, because police brutality in Nigeria, if you know, you know. I was ready to come out of the car. I just don't know how it happened. Like, I promise you, I cannot explain it. In a split second, these people just entered the car. Like, the first one went to the passenger seat in front. The second one went to the other door seat, and I just flung the door open and stepped out. Because why in the hell are you getting into the Uber with me, a stranger, a passenger, in this trip? Like, this is not my personal vehicle that, okay, I could fly. That wasn't going to be strange. And he never even said anything that was wrong. And I just keep remembering and I just thank God that I was already alert. Like, I was not, unaware of what was happening around me. Like, I just thank God every single time I remember that moment, for me to have acted that very minute I acted. Because I'm a woman. You two policemen have just jumped into my Uber ride with the Uber driver that I don't even know from Adam. Like, all of you are all strangers, all of you are all men. Trying to do what? Trying to, like, I don't know what would have happened if they were trying to rob me, if they were trying to take me somewhere. I don't know. Like, I cannot explain how scared I was. And then they kept signaling me to come into the car. I should come into the car. This happened, mind you, this happened like within few minutes. It was so quick. They're like, I said no, that is fine. I just was calm about everything. Like, I didn't show any anger. I'm angry, nothing. I didn't even question them. I know not to question them because this is already very, very strange. So what is the point having a normal conversation with these mad people? So immediately I paid the Uber ride. Like, me, I acted like it was normal day, right? It was a normal day. That's how I acted. And I just told him, oh, how much is the fee? Okay, I've sent it. I paid him in his money. He confirmed he has received it. They asked me like twice, enter. I'm like, enter why? If they were even using jazz to talk, like, it was just good. Because I'm like, enter why? Why should I enter? Where are we going? Like, where are you taking me to? Am I the one that you found something on? Like, mind you, they didn't find anything. Immediately, I started walking forward, walking quickly away from the car. Then they were already in the car with him. They were now moving slowly. And I was just like, God, these people should not hit me with their car. Like, anything could have happened. I think there was a female officer that was in front. She didn't interfere. Like, it was just very strange. Their small van that I told you earlier was parked in front. And right in front of me, like where I walked into, was now a market. And when I was just like, I didn't even know anything about how to get home from there. I was so like numb. I was so scared. And I just thank God that I acted so calmly. Because these people could have taken advantage of, oh, you are insulting us, oh, you are doing this to a police officer, and want to hold me down for it and extort me, because that's what will come next. I asked somebody, oh, which market was it? Because I could see that I had now entered into a market. I had walked into a market. They're like, oh, this is the Oshodi market. And I'm like, okay, next stop, how do I get to my house? Like, because I want to take another ride, but I'm like, this is a rough market. This is a market known for stealing, robbery, all sort of dangerous things happen here. So I'm like, I'm not taking that risk. Like, I could not even, the PTSD I just finished facing freshly, I could not afford to face it. So I just found a keke guy, and I'm like, I'm going to this place. And luckily for me, where I was, to get, a keke directly to my house was no struggle. It was a very easy feat to overcome, and that's how I got home safely. And I'm just like, who am I that God is so mindful of me? Like, how many of God's wonders and love and blessings can I really count? Because what could have been just few minutes, could have been few minutes of anything bad happening to me. The worst situation, like the traumas of police brutality that I used to hear of, I used to see online could have been my story, I don't know what would have happened that day. But it was giving very much kidnap, honestly, because why are you guys trying to enter this car with me? And then who knows, the Uber would lock the car and then people would drive me somewhere, because that's all I could think about. It was like Rob saying. Anyways, I just really thank God and appreciate God for his protection, because I walked out of the lion's den and it was just God that saved me, that nothing else happened. I wasn't robbed, I wasn't hit by the car, I wasn't run over. Just thank God. Shortly after, I was coming back from my family's house. I went to see my sisters, I went to spend time with my nieces, and I've never taken the bus from there to my house, right? And that was the first time I was like, okay, because I was still coming back to our house, mind you, the following week or later in the week, right? And I was like, okay, let me just take the bus, it costs less, and opportunity for me to just know my way to my house, because I just moved to my house. Like, I'm still new, but like not recently new, right? So I said, okay, let me take the bus. Then I took the bus. Then I think I didn't stop at the right place, but I was close. I think I was a little bit away from where I should have come, like I should have alighted from the bus from. And so I was like, my house is definitely not far from this place. I ordered the ride. And I was waiting. Like, this guy didn't get the place. The map redirected him somewhere else. I waited like a good 20 minutes or more than 20 minutes. I think I even tried to reach other like ride platforms, but I didn't see right, And so this guy eventually and finally came. Like, I waited for a while. So as he entered the road, I just walked backwards a bit and entered the car. I was carrying things because I'm coming from, my sister's house. Immediately when I entered this car, I was trying to reverse. And as I was trying to do that, it was like, oh, he forgot his card somewhere. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Hold up. Park it right there. What do you mean? Card? What my business is card? Which card? Like, bro, is this BLT? Which card are you talking about? So fake baby law, you want to carry me? I said, Otutu baby Dave. In my mind, I was already like, okay, my guards are up, my mind is sharper than ever. I was already up. My mind, my spirit was up. Like, it was like my body was separating from, I was having an out-of-body experience. And I was like, okay, this is not the time to act like you're scared. This is the time to act like you're not aware of what is trying to happen. It was like, oh, he just want to pick up his card somewhere. He even said somewhere that to be quick. Whatever, man. I said, I said, I want to pee. That's what I said first. I said, I actually want to pee. Like, you should just stop here. I want to pee. It was like, oh, you can go and pee in the office. Like, my life was a movie that period. I'm like, I should go and pee at an office that I don't know where the location is, what the name of this office is. It was like crazy. He actually started with, he's not going to start the trip because he wants to pick up the card. That's how it actually started. I immediately came up with something else. My hand was already on the, that doorknob. I said, I think something fell down. Where I was sitting at that entrance, something fell down. It just stopped, literally at the entrance where I was actually like seated. I just opened the car faster than speed of light. I opened this and I stepped out with my things. And I was just like, God. Immediately I stepped out, this guy zoomed. Like, I've never seen someone zoom that fast before. And I was immediately even trying to report him on the app. I was just terrified. Like, number one, these apps are just handling us out to kidnappers, or what is this? Like, there are no strong measures to fight and curb these things. The government of Lagos State also, like, is literally all man for himself. You're literally going to fight for yourself, survive to not be unalived in this country. Like, it is insane. It is scary. Like, I don't think you are grasping how scary it is until you actually are in such situations. I really, really thank God that I was safe, because immediately that happened, the whole longer route I didn't want to do, taking, public transport, I first of all crossed to the other side. I think someone was like, oh, someone directed me how to get my way to where I was going to my house. I first crossed the big road, because that was even my first fear. Like, that crossing, then going back to where I should have normally stopped to get, a direct public transport to my house. Guys, it was not funny. I crossed that big road I was scared of. I crossed it. I still entered one street before I now found, I now crossed and I took a public transport keke to my house. Safe and sound. Again, like, God just kept saving me, protecting me from the evil, wicked people of this world. Like, it's insane. You might be watching this and be like, oh, it might not have been that way, it might have been innocent, but don't ever take that risk. You are in a public space with strangers. So why are you trusting the word of somebody you don't even know? Somebody you even know can harm you, not talk of somebody you don't know. I was like, hell no. I don't want to hear your sub story. I am not taking that risk. Nope. If it's weird, if your intuition tells you something is off, something is off. It's better to be safe than sorry. Prevention is what is better than cure. Because which stupid ass office am I going to follow you to pick up your card, and you don't want to start the trip, so I won't be traceable, trackable? Like, do you know how scary that was? So I just again want to thank God for his protection, because it's really not by my power or might. Anything could have happened. I don't have any special skills. I don't have nothing to have fought this, and it was just God that was helping me to come out of this deadly situation, honestly. So yeah, some tips that I want you as a lady. I'm also giving this tip to men that watch me, but I know that the percentage is more women, but it's for everybody. Everybody, come and hear this advice like no other. When you're in a public space, especially in a ride like Uber, Bolt, InDrive, the rest of it, all protocols must be observed. The trip must start. Share your location to as many people as you can, as many people that love you, that care about you, your safety, your life. Share it to them. I want to pick up something, I want to do something. Nope, not on your trip. Maybe when you drop me, that's where that driver can be doing all of his other errands. Don't do errands with your driver. Don't do his errands with him. No, anything you want to do, it should be after. Be very, very vigilant, because if you are slow to your surroundings, things will just happen like swiftly, like before you can think. Yes, things would happen, and only God knows what would be the repercussion of that. So again, don't argue with these people. Weird, strange, evil people know what they are. They're expecting you to not know how you would behave or how you would, carry yourself. They're expecting you to lose guard. Do you understand? So make sure you maintain composure. Don't argue with anybody. Somebody is bringing up a mad person statement. Somebody is moving stupid, moving strange. You don't need to call it out. You don't need. That's not the time to do. I know my rights. Like, for all you know, they could be harmed. There could be hidden things in them, and you just have to act like it's a beautiful day, it's a sunny day, and act smart. Let them underestimate you, and find as much solutions, excuses you can find. Like, it is scary out here. Trust me, I experienced it, and only God did for me, because it could not have been by my own strength. I survived that alone. It was just God protecting me, because in all of that, you could still get harmed. Something bad could still have happened. Do you understand? That's not the time to argue. That's not the time to know your rights. Like, I would even say, don't talk. Let them underestimate you. You just try to find the best solution to remove yourself from that terrible, situation. Don't argue with anybody. Don't fight with anybody. Don't engage words. Act like you don't know what is going on, but you are thinking how you're going to remove yourself ASAP. Because people are not smiling. People are looking for money. Like, they would literally do anything to you. It is scary. Like, I'm going to say it for what it is. Don't be good-hearted, kind-hearted. Be smart-hearted when you're dealing with strangers. I mean, even people you know cannot be fully trusted, because people can switch up. Anything can happen, right? This is not to put fear, but I just want you to be really, really realistic. Don't listen to any sorry stories. Like, and if your intuition tells you to calm down from that, right, you better calm down. If your intuition tells you to run, to pack your slippers and do what? Run as fast as you can. You better do that, because you don't know what will happen next. And there is this Instagram page I found, this person that's selling preventive tools, in situations like this, for your own self-defense, to protect yourself, to survive this country. I hope, like, at least this video is going to help one person out there today, to watch your back, be careful, watch your tone, watch your surroundings, pick up, the signs, know when to engage and when not to engage, know when to be smart, know when to, act really fast, because these people, they expect you to be slow, they expect you to be ignorant. So this is not a video to put fear in anybody, but to enlighten you majorly, and yes. So if there are any more tips you would like to share, or any of this type of similar experiences that I had, if you've been through this, please do share in the comment section, and let's share stories, let's learn from one another, let's keep each other safe in any way we can. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun, great stuff, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye for now.